What up, everybody? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're live for another live stream with your boys Command This podcast. I am Steve. I'm joined by my two homies to my left and right. Don't ask me to get this correct every time. Mr. Phil and Mr. Dev. Good evening, fellas. How y'all doing?
Doing wonderful.
Wonderful. That's good to hear. It's Thursday. We're in the dog days of summer, the dog days of an NFL offseason. So we're here. We're live with you guys. I'll let a couple people come in the chat here. But yeah, man, live and direct. Minicamp came to an end. We're going to talk a little bit about some OTAs, what happened at OTAs before, and then we're going to talk about Minicamp concluding today. Today was last day of Minicamp.
Everybody's heading home for the summer.
Cheers to Thursday's episode, June 13th. Hope you guys have a good Thursday. Cheers, Twisted Tea. Phil, I went to the Orioles game today. I had a orange smash. And you're
delicious, aren't they?
Pretty good, man. Not too bad, not gonna lie.
They're a little addictive because they're dangerous because you can put so many of those down and not realize
it's scary, dude. It's really scary. Not gonna lie.
All of a sudden, you stand up. Especially if you're sitting down, you stand up and you go, "Whoa!" Yeah, but you get about 4 or 5 of those in your system, you are set for the rest of the
day. They kind of sneak up on you a little bit.
They're stealthy.
Yeah,
stealthy drink.
Dev, are you watching something or doing something? Because you're awfully quiet. Usually that means you're preoccupied. What you got going on?
I just ate a hamburger. I eat some yogurt, and I got a Pop-Tart and a Coke Zero. I just got work.
Chilling. Oh man,
Dev's getting his dinner in.
7:40.
I just got home from work.
Oh, home from work. Okay, I got you, man. Putting in that work, man. Look at you. Well, let's get right into the pleasantries here. Ba-bam, and then we'll change the whole environment. And here we go. And away we go. Boom.
There we go.
All right, let's go. All right, so we had OTAs that took place June 4th, 5th, and 7th. Let's start with that first. So OTAs happened first. Someone correct me on the O. Now I just had a brain fart. Organized team activities.
Yes,
because back in the day, I used to think it was off-season team activities.
It pretty much means the same thing.
Same thing. Yeah, same thing. Remember they used to have the whole argument about voluntary and who's showing up, who's not showing up, and all that nonsense, dude. Glad those arguments aren't here anymore. What's up, Phil? Phil joining us, Mr. Bullock. Said Deb watching porn. Deb's just being polite and leaving his mic off as he consumes some.
My mic's on.
So it's not porn. There you go. Yeah. So winners and losers from OTAs, man. There's a couple bits of information out there about OTAs. OTAs wasn't covered, tremendously. There was a lot of some fantastic, great coverage on Minicamp, which happened this week, the 11th, 12th, and 13th. But let's talk about OTAs. And let's talk about winners and losers of OTAs. I don't know how much coverage you guys got to see, but Jaden Daniels just continues to impress. And at OTAs, it was nothing but just raves about his footwork, raves about his accuracy throwing the ball. The ball was not hitting the ground. Granted, I get it. in pads, 7-on-7s, 11-on-11s, but you're going against your own team. He's just been amazing so far. He's really surpassed my expectations as the face of this franchise. And I know that's not the limelight he chooses to have, but it's been fantastic so far about Jaden Daniels. He had one rough series during OTAs for 11-on-11s, but it's been great. I don't know about what are your guys' thoughts on Jaden Daniels so far? And we don't have to talk just about OTAs, but thus far, what's your impressions about Jaden Daniels and this team?
Polished.
Either he is truly is like all the right things, or he's just extremely media savvy, or maybe a little bit of both. But it's like whatever the right thing to say in a certain moment is, he's good about saying it. And that, to some people, that may sound like an insult, like I'm saying, like, oh, he just says the right thing. No, how many people, bright people, intelligent people, will just put their foot in their mouth every chance they get?
Yeah.
The fact that he doesn't just say the first dumb thing that comes to his mind, as a lot of kids do, to me is a sign that he gets it. There's a certain maturity there. Like, there's a certain understanding he has of this is the way the world works, in professional sports. And I think that in the end is a positive thing, that he has that ability. If he didn't, well, we'd be worried. We've had a lot of guys that have come through here, and just every time they open their mouth, it's the wrong thing. It's something that makes you go, oh, Jesus.
Like all in for week one.
Here we go.
It's like Jaden, it's funny because he carries himself with like he's got ego. Like, everybody's just got that swag about them, right?
Swag.
He's got that.
I feel like we said the same thing about RG3.
Yeah, but it's different though, man.
RG3 talked it before he did it.
Yeah, when
he did do it. He talked it when he didn't do it.
Phil's right. There's a humbleness about it. If that makes, I'm with you, Phil.
I feel like we was calling him humble. I feel like we was calling RG3 humble. I'm sure he might go back to
I never called RG3 humble. I've called him a lot of things. Humble ain't one of them.
Just because he had a shirt that said "Work hard, stay humble," don't mean he was humble, man.
Look, I love no pressure, no diamonds. I thought that was a great shirt, but it's a shirt in the end.
Yeah. I don't know.
Are you saying his memes are shallow as a puddle?
He had all the catchphrases, remember?
All the catchphrases.
All the quirky
and man, did we eat that shit up.
Oh, dude. I had work hard, stay humble. I had go catch your dream. I had the no pressure, no diamonds socks. Like we had everything, man. But Jaden, that I don't get the vibe from Jaden, man. It's
he's not an advertisement.
Weird.
Not that Dad. He's not an advertising guy.
Like Lamar Jackson's like that. I keep trying to tell y'all.
Yeah, Lamar is the same way.
You don't see Lamar Jackson.
Lamar ain't our quarterback, so I don't know why you keep trying to sell us on Lamar.
I'm saying Lamar is one of the dudes like that though. Like, you don't see him in nothing but football stuff, man. You never see him in anything else. You don't never see him in any offseason like TMZ hanging out with his friends doing things. It's always football related.
Yeah,
everything you see him in.
Yes,
that's what this guy's like.
No, you're not wrong about that, and I like that. My problem with Griff is that, like, I think Griff's ego got the best of him sometimes. And I know people hate saying that because they think there's some other connotation to it, but Griff talked. Phil Bullock says it here. He says this new quarterback doesn't want to write a check that his ass can't cash.
That's
right. But that's a good thing. How many guys have shown up with this franchise and have done exactly that, right? Including RG3. In the end, he did. All in for week one, all this other stuff, right? And he got people all hyped and excited, but in the end, it was probably the wrong thing to do. Right. And I think that this kid knows the right things to do. Either he knows it, or he's got somebody in his camp who is telling him the right things. And kudos to him for getting somebody like that in his camp. Nothing will ruin a young quarterback faster than idiots around you.
Yeah. So I'm
So far, I'm impressed with the kid's demeanor.
Yeah, same. I couldn't be. It's been a pleasant surprise, and I would imagine that it's probably surprising a lot of other people too. But he was never the loudmouth. He was never, you know what I mean. He was never that guy. Even in college, coming out, he was quiet. His teammates were. He was just a quiet dude, man, and I'm all for it. I just hope that it all translates to the field. He just like Dev said, like Lamar Jackson, he becomes that silent assassin, quiet professional. He's not there for the limelight. He's there for his teammates, and he just puts it all out there on the field, and that's what I'm hoping. And I don't know. All signs point to that happening, but I don't know.
I mean, it's early, but I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take what we're getting.
What is up, Yam? Says, yo, my guys, I'm here a bit late. Just walked in and stripped. All right, man. There you go. Pause. These past 4 days have been hectic AF. Did you, I believe, Yam, you had your job interview. Hopefully that it went well with the whole teacher gig, man. Let us know how it goes. I don't want to misquote you that your interview was today, but yeah.
I mean, it was today, wasn't it, Yam?
I believe
we pay attention around here.
Yam said, do you remember what I said about Jay the other day? I'm still holding back any reservations or hype, but his attitude and smile all the time has been great. Yeah, it's contagious. It's contagious. And that's what I like about it. It's a little bit of
and that's the thing is that Yam was one of those people, and I was with this too, that the hive was making me not like him.
Yeah, right? The hive.
Well, you know how I feel about hives. And I feel like I'm justified given what hives have done in this franchise in the past. But the kid has delivered so far, exactly what we need.
Yeah. So moving on from Jaden for continuing, we're talking OTA. So we're talking about the first week of June because we're going backwards from our live stream from last week that didn't cover all this stuff. Jamin Davis is another person who was spoken about as being a winner. So if you're not tracking, they've been putting Jamin Davis at defensive end / edge rusher. And so with the additions of Bobby Wagner and Frankie Louvu, looks like Jamin now has the ability to do some things that he wasn't offered to do before, which is just see ball, get to the quarterback sort of thing. And it's creative. I think Joe Witt kind of alluded to it, and Dan Quinn kind of alluded to it. Not saying Michael Parsons but being able to move him around the field and just put him in the best position to be successful. I don't know. Jamin Davis, they did not pick up his 5th-year option, and rightfully so. But he has a chance to do something. He has the athletic ability. Now, whether that transfer to something else, I don't know. I'm not saying it's going to. I need to see it in person. But the times we saw Jamin Davis rush the quarterback over the last couple of years, when he was allowed to by Jack Del Rio, he did really well. Do you guys remember that? Hitting those gaps and finding the quarterback when he was allowed to. He did. He did a good job.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Dev, what do you think about Jamin Davis potentially?
For safety? Not sure.
Kinda. Go ahead.
He runs a 4.4, man. It'd be cool to see. And he's just as big as a defensive end. So
yeah, he's got a lot of potential. Well, I don't know if it's gonna formulate or translate into anything, but yes. Oh, look at this. Yam says they offered me the job 2 hours after I left. Yeah. There you go.
Everybody, Yam is going to be a bodyguard at the Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch.
Yes. Now play hardball, Yam. Be like, listen, if y'all want me, this is what it's going to cost. I need them stacks.
Taking on 3 first-round picks.
Ducats.
What city is this in?
Stafford is Virginia, down in Virginia. Stafford.
Is that a hood cut school or private school?
No, not Stafford.
Yeah, it's kind of country-ish. It's expanding a little bit. But Nathan, what's up, Nate? Nate joining us from Ref the District. Nathan Trevin Stoner. Make sure you guys check them out. I know most of you guys out here already know who they are, but great bunch of dudes, man. Always talking some good Commander stuff as well. He says it's great seeing Juden Daniels just have fun. That's right, just have fun. And I think they're all having fun. You see the hype at practices at the end of practices.
Practice.
Yes,
I'm talking about practice.
Yes, sir.
Game.
practice.
Not the game. Practice.
Do you recall the energy levels at practices over the last couple of years? Non-existent. Non-existent. The energy level is there, man. People look like they're having fun. That's all I'm saying. They look like they're having fun. When was the last time any of these dudes look like they're having fun? That's a rhetorical question.
I feel like we say that every year.
No, Dev. No. No fun has been had last couple of years. I haven't seen it.
I get what Dev's saying.
I know
we're optimistic every year.
No, but it's, dude, and we also say it's different this year.
I think I got PTSD. Yeah. We got PTSD. I do anyways. I think we win like 5 to 7 games, man. We win 7 games. That Quinn might get coach of the year, bro. That's how I honestly feel. Because I don't feel like I don't know if I want to watch like Juiced and fucking Forbes go out there, man, and get lit up. Or I don't know. We're doing that left tackle. One day you hear Scott's playing it. Now today you're hearing your boys playing it. The guy we drafted. So I'm like, man,
Coleman's been playing it.
I think they played Lucas, Scott, and him. I think they've all had a day at it or so from what all the reports I've been hearing on the radio. But neither here nor there. If you got 3 tackles rotating in and out, you ain't got 1.
Well, it's just like if you have not where we used to have 3 quarterbacks of the same skill set. You got 3 quarterbacks of the same skill set. You have no quarterbacks.
Well, I think Scott's skill set is a little different because I think that from what I've been seeing, and I don't know, you guys are probably watching more than I have of camp, but
what's up, Ryan?
What I've been saying is like they're looking for a line that does more zone blocking. They need a reaching, pulling kind of offensive tackle, and that's where they're saying Scott looks great at. The problem he's going to have is straight up blocking, where they're saying Lucas is probably the better tackle at that, but Lucas can't move in space.
Yeah.
So this offensive line is supposed to be able to move and be fast and quick versus being big and fucking strong, according to what they're saying on the radio.
Think back to Shanahan.
Right. I think that's where they're trying to go with it. I haven't seen Scott play a lot. I don't remember him at all getting on the field last year.
He did. He started 1 or 2.
The last game, right? I thought did he start the last game?
No, maybe? He started a couple games before that.
Okay, I haven't really. I need to go back and look at
it. He had ups and downs. I mean, there were things that we liked, and there's times where we're like, why hasn't this dude started over Wiley? And there's some times where you're like, that's why.
Yeah. Well, they got him playing left. They had him starting left yesterday, and then today they had the rookie starting there. So, I mean, we'll see, man. I'm just concerned about that, and obviously the defensive, the corners. Those are the 2 positions I'm not sure of.
Dev is convinced that until we have a franchise left tackle in the mold of a Trent Williams.
No. I don't even need a Trent Williams. I just need a starter that you can depend on every week instead of one you don't, instead of not knowing who he is. If they said this is our starter and this is why, I would probably shut up about it until I see him fuck up. But nobody knows.
It's like some people grasping to the name change.
Right.
Said what they were going to do, and did it.
I don't know.
Yim said last night, Refugee District guys had a good segment where Nathan read a quote about a Washington quarterback that was said by another player about them, and they had to guess who they were talking about. Most of them quotes. That's awesome. That's good stuff.
We're going to steal that shit.
Imitation is the greatest form of flattery.
Whenever, okay, all right. Anytime y'all plan to do any segments to deal with like history of this team, bring me on. That's my forte.
Well, it's a history. They were talking about quotes.
Well, it's what quarterback was this quote about? I mean, I think I could have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
No, we're just gonna steal that segment. That's what we're gonna do. That's all that is. We steal it.
Phil said he's too small. I'm not saying he didn't make progress. The time here is yeah. You're talking about Jamin. Yeah, we're talking about Jamin. I don't know.
I don't think Jamin's small to be I think he's right on par with pass. They're only about 250, 260 pounds. You think so? I don't know how big he is. He looks bigger.
It's like 230. It was 235 coming out of college. So I'm going to say 240 now.
He could play middle, but he was designed. He was drafted to be a middle linebacker. He was way overdrafted. That's clear as day. So
he had first round athleticism. He just didn't have first round experience or skill set behind that.
What's up, Marcus? Says, what's up, family? 3 people who have benefited from Dan Quinn defense compared to last. Forbes, Martin, and Jamin Davis. Congrats. Yeah, that's right.
What's the safety that we got? Chin?
Jeremy Chin from the Panthers.
I think he might be playing weak side linebacker though, from what I've been hearing. So
no,
I mean, that might be a win.
no. I've been watching camp reports. He's been back at free.
Yeah.
It was a strong.
Deluxe says off-ball linebacker fifth-year options are rarely picked up since the changes to guarantee. That's true. Unless you were a Luke Kuechly, I don't know, man. It ain't happening. And like I said, I'm okay with them not picking up his fifth-year option, but not sure. Commander Nash, what's up? Jay Nash Jr. Let's go, Commanders. Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
We picked up?
Say again.
Who's the last 50 option we picked up? Payne.
We didn't.
I know we picked up Payne.
Right?
We picked up Payne. Are you sure?
Yeah. No, we didn't. We resigned him, didn't we? Did he get resigned?
We picked it up and then he signed an extension.
I don't. Now it's vaguely it's escaping me.
Yeah, I don't think we did pick up Haynes. I thought he had to go into that year, and then we just signed him.
Yeah, same. I thought we did too.
Yeah. They were talking about franchising his ass.
But remember, that was a different regime too, so it's not like it's hard to base off what our first round picks weren't, crazy.
All right, Nathan's right. We didn't pick up Payne.
Yeah.
Here I am talking about my knowledge of history of the team, but that's recent history.
Yeah, it's got to be Allen then, right?
I got short-term memory loss.
It's got to be Allen. We didn't pick up Sweat.
Yeah.
Did we pick up Sweat and just didn't sign him? We got Sweat's fifth year and didn't sign him after the fifth year.
I honestly do not remember picked up Sweat.
I do believe that is the case.
Yeah.
Another winner they talked about is Zach Ertz. If you watch a lot of the highlight film, Zach Ertz had a very good OTAs. We haven't got to minicamp yet. Had a really good OTA session, and there's no doubt that he's going to be the tight end one after them letting go of Logan Thomas. Logan, right here, buddy. Rest in peace. I'm kind of salty that I didn't pick up Zach Ertz in the Dynasty League that we have, but it's all good.
Man, I gotta admit though, this is probably the first time in a long time that I haven't been on, watching Redskins, Commanders football team Twitter and heard somebody say we need a tight end.
It's crazy, right? I mean, him and Ben Sinnott, dude.
We got the veteran and we got the rookie.
Ben Sinnott.
How's he doing?
He's doing all right. I've seen him
catch
the ball over the middle.
It's been quiet. I'll say that.
I mean, I don't know. He's not like the greatest thing that's ever happened to tight ends since Gronkowski, but from what I've seen him making plays.
Yeah, so, and Nathan, we'll get you guys on too, man. As you know, we are terrible at having guests because it's an organization and time thing for us, and we are just not good at it. So, been meaning to get you guys on for a long time.
That's why we got the rep that we don't want to play ball. Everyone thinks we don't want to play ball with the other podcasts because we're horrible about guests.
It's not that deep. I think it's fine.
I know what our rep is. I know what it is. Maybe it's just maybe it's me.
Nathan said the segment was a lot of fun. It closed out the word out. I just closed out the word dog. People struggled to guess who the quote was about. That's actually a pretty good idea. And then blindly trying to look at who are some of those people are over there. So who says what? Because I guess if it's without knowing who the person who says it is, but yeah, see, then they're arguing in the chat about who picked up Payne, who picked up Sweat. Like I said, I don't remember it. I just forgot about it. Phil is right. They did pick up his option. What's up, Deuce? Deuce Red Zone, RedZoneLab.com. Check him out. He's going to be going live tonight doing a reaction to the Commanders log. So make sure you guys go check that out at 2200. That is 10 o'clock for you civilian types, PM, East Coast time. Make sure you go check it out. Nathan said Ertz going to be solid. I was excited to see Amari Rodgers as one of the JD videos. So I am so down. I know, Dev, you like Armani Rodgers. I'm so down on Armani Rodgers. I'm so down on him. I don't know how much more opportunity he's going to get.
Man, how you like Logan Thomas and don't like Amari? They're the same fucking dude.
But Logan Thomas played. Logan Thomas was on the field. Logan Thomas produced.
Man, he did after 2 or 3 years playing tight end. Just like this guy. This guy was a quarterback and tight end.
He hasn't seen the field yet, and I don't. There must be something.
He did
there.
when he got hurt. That's how he saw the field.
He probably got hurt. What is it? Like Cornelius Lucas got hurt after 3 plays?
That's what's going.
Something like that. I don't want to see anyone get hurt.
I think Amari Rodgers would have been a starting tight end last year, man.
Yeah.
If he had a start, I'm telling y'all, I think Amari Rodgers would have been a starting tight end last year, man. Had he not got hurt.
Yeah.
The way he ended that first year, he was here.
Nate said, "Sorry, Phil. They did pick up Payne's option. I don't remember. Like I said, I don't know.
I thought so.
They picked up his option. I don't. Yeah, did they?
Yeah, they did.
They picked it up, and then then they made him play the 50.
And I try to brain dump all that old regime stuff, but Dude says they like Jordan McGee, so Jamin does have to prove his worth. That's true. He does.
McGee, who the fuck? I don't remember who that is.
And Deuce, if you haven't known, Yam got the job. So Yam got blessed. Yam got blessed today. Blessing for Yam. Got the job. Offered the job. Now whether he decides to choose to accept it, that is
he's going to be a lady boy.
It requires some deep monetary negotiations.
Pay me, baby. Okay, we saw the tight end room winners. Of course, losers. Only one loser, I think, from OTAs, and that is old Brandon McManus, who we already talked about for reasons outside of football that we'll never know how good of a commander he would have been.
What exactly they say he did? He did.
He did grinding up on flights.
Yeah, and there's more to it. And there was some people smoking. I don't know, doing drugs in the bathroom on the ride home. This is a team flight, NFL charter flight, which is completely illegal. Groping the flight steward. This is a Jaguars problem. This is not a Commander's problem. And the Commander's like, "You want some of this?" They were like, "Nope," and they sent them on their merry way. So,
you want some of this too, old man?
Nope. And that is a Jaguars problem. It's like when you, why didn't you tell me about this before you joined? You did not disclose this on your references when you took this job. That's kind of what it reminded me of. But okay, let's roll right into some minicamp news. On to the next topic here as we transition. So minicamp news. Minicamp went throughout this week, June 11th, 12th, and 13th. That is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, finished up this week. Lots of good videos, lots of great coverage from all the beat reporters. I encourage you to go check out, John Keim, Nikki Javala, Lake Lewis, Mitch Tischler. They're all providing some fantastic videos, coverage. We're not going to go through all of them, but there's just, once again, the team continues to rave about Jaden Daniels. Dan Quinn continues to rave about Jaden Daniels in a humble way, not an arrogant way. And it's clear, at least from the coverage that I've seen, that the team is buying into the culture. And Dev, I know I sound like a broken record. I know we kind of said this with Ron Rivera, but the team has bought into culture. And if you haven't seen those videos of the end of practice of players, doing these certain drills, you got to go watch it, because that shit never happened under the last regime or the previous one after that. I'm telling you, man, the energy is different. But then again, how often can a team say they have a new owner, a new GM, and a new head coach and all new coordinator? Like, you can never say that.
Name, maybe.
You never have that. I don't know.
Put that evil on us there, Dev.
I don't know, man. It's good energy. I like it. Minicamp has been fantastic by all means, and I encourage you to go check it out. And Jaden even said, they're talking about him being a star coach. He's like, I haven't done anything yet. He even said, I've done nothing yet. I'm not a star. So don't make me out to be a star. I'm here. I'm trying to learn. And Jaden is the first one in the building every day. Gets in at 5:45. You know that?
Good. He should.
Did you
I go in at 5:30. He'd be all right.
Yeah, but you don't have to.
Yeah, I do. According to my electric bill, I have to.
Do you know who's there with him at 5:45? Phil, you might know. Dev, I know you don't know. I'm gonna let you take a guess, Phil. Dev, who is in the office at 5:45 with Jaden Daniels?
Tressway.
No. Keep going.
One more guess.
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Hartman.
No. Okay. It's on the offense, and you can get 2 more guesses.
All right.
And he's a skill player. I'll give you 2 more guesses.
Terry then.
No. Oh. Terry's a veteran. He's like, I ain't coming in early.
McMuffins.
Who's McMuffins?
McCaffrey.
Yeah, you got it.
Hey, we call him week.
There you go.
We call him Weebo McCaffrey because Debo is white Debo.
Weebo, and now you know he's taking handoffs right in practice.
Yeah, Weebo. We're gonna call him Weebo. It's for white Debo.
Nathan knew. Luke McCaffrey. Nathan knew.
LMC. Now it's Weebo.
Yes.
White.
Gam was guessing Cliff. Phil was guessing Terry. These are all good guesses.
I bet if you did a touch,
Cole Turner.
I wouldn't guess it. Who's late to practice is gonna be Cliff.
Why?
The last one in practice.
Why? Cliff Kingsbury?
Yeah.
Why would he be the last one in practice?
Doesn't strike me as a.
What strikes me is if you've seen pictures of his sweet ass crib in Arizona. Yeah. And then he can get that kind of thing out in Ashburn because there's lots of money and good houses out there, but you're never going to get that view. So I don't know. Dude's giving you a round of applause there. Deluxe says you go from toxic owner to sabotaging inside with all thoughts about filling his pockets to stewards of the franchise focused on doing what's right despite the cost. Polar opposites. That's right. Ryan says McCartney equals Debo. Luka equals James Harden. Luka just complains. That's for sure. We know that. That's not even a question. If you know what I'm talking about, Luka just takes a shot and complains. But hey, here's a good shot of. I'll put it right here. Oh, McCaffrey taking some handoffs. Is that anything worth reading into, Dev, in your opinion? No. You don't think that that's a different way to utilize Luke McCaffrey?
It's something.
I mean, he played quarterback. He's a utility knife.
He did running back. He lined
up in the backfield sometimes when he running back. Everyone reverses jet sweeps to that dude.
Yeah,
they was giving him the rock in college, man. I think he could run kickoffs.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna use that guy a lot of different ways, man. And he's big. He's not a small receiver.
Yeah. That's the thing. People think that because his brother is an undersized running back that he's small. He's not. He's more like his dad. His dad was a big possession receiver.
Dude says Allegretti says he gets there before them. That's funny if he does, man.
I believe it too. Nobody
ESPN Mike Clay, or ESPN's Mike Clay. You know he has the Commanders linebacker group ranked number 1 in the entire league.
What?
You know how long we've been complaining about
you don't get a smoking weed thing.
Our linebacker crew. Hold on, Dan. I mean, because I'm gonna let you see it, read it. Sorry, I zoomed in on the wrong one.
I'll be forgetting who Jordan McGee is, man. But he is pretty dope.
Look at that. Mike Clay. Commanders, number 1 linebacker league in the league, ranked linebacker group in the league, higher than the 49ers. Bobby Wagner, Frank Louvu, Jamin Davis, Mikael Walker, Jordan McGee. In comparison, the Giants are ranked 18th, Cowboys are ranked 25, Eagles are ranked 30th. That's crazy.
We were bottom last linebacker group last year.
For the last however many years, I don't even know.
Definitely were last year.
So that's the second. So the first time, we're not talking about tight ends, and we're not talking about linebackers. Ooh. Usually we're complaining about both of those every year. Are we not?
Or quarterbacks, honestly. But who's number 1 on that list? Is it the 49ers?
We are number 1.
The Commanders are number
1. I don't know. I don't have the list in front of me.
Who's the list? I'll look at it while we do this. Who's the list?
ESPN's or Mike Clay, ESPN. If you can find it, someone else can pull it up.
Be drug tested ESPN if y'all watching, but I'm going to look it up.
So I'll give him one of these.
Smoke weed every day.
Is that what you're trying to say? All right. What, if any, are there any position battles you guys are looking forward to going into minicamp? That could be any position battle on the team. I know a lot of positions are pretty cemented, but are there any particular battles? Position group battles you guys are looking for going into camp? And if you guys in the chat, what positions are you looking forward to? Oh, hold on, let me get my check mark in. What position battles are you looking forward to, and who are those battles going to be with? Phil, let's start with you, man. Are you looking forward to any position battles in particular?
I'm absolutely interested to see what happens at left tackle.
Left tackle, okay.
Because you got a rookie. You've got veterans who can play the position, and I'm interested because of the fact that it's going to weigh heavily on who's protecting the blind side of the franchise.
The blind side.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that movie anymore.
Michael Oher.
It is in 49ers number 2, Jacksonville's 3, Jets 4, and Bears 5.
For real. Okay.
So, left tackle. I'm also interested to see who's going to be our second corner. All right, Mike Samuelsson is going to be our number 1. That's, by the way, people keep forgetting we drafted him, and I think it's hilarious because everybody talks about our corner position. It's like we did address that in the draft.
When did we draft Mike Samuelsson?
Second round.
There you go. That's a high pick. High pick. Big expectations.
Now, we know that Dev hates the second round picks, but we've already been showing them in our chat left and right that no, second round is no longer a curse. Thank you, Sam Cosme.
Samuel Cosme's gonna break. We had 3 second round picks.
You gotta be good day 1, bro. You can't be good 3 years fucking later, bro. You gotta be good. Second round picks are day 1 starters, bro.
Listen,
day 1 starters and day one players.
Johnny Newton.
Denied.
Y'all gotta do it. Y'all gotta do it.
We got three chances this year. Johnny Newton, Mike Samuelsson, and Ben Sinnott, all second round picks.
All of them gonna be playing day 1. Playing.
All right. We got some chances here.
We ain't had none of that happen, man.
Well, Newton just signed a contract too, so we know that's done.
Yeah.
We knew it was going to happen.
Ryan said that man eating shrooms if he thinks we have the number 1 linebacking core. I just report the news, man.
I mean, but you know what I did notice though, I ain't gonna lie to you, what I did notice is when I look on the list, man, the other squads aren't like there's not. I mean, I think it's foolish to say number 1 over the Niners, but there's not anybody you're really scared of like at linebacker. Maybe it's just a bad linebacking year because I mean, how much randomize it? Look at Baltimore's linebackers. They lost Queen.
They lost Patrick Queen.
And the other guy, the other linebackers. All they really got is Roquan Smith. Yeah, I mean, you look at Seattle. I'm just random. 14 with Seattle.
The landscape has changed.
14 in Seattle. They got who's Jerome Baker, Tyrell Dodson, Trace McKnight. Like, you know, I mean, Pittsburgh, they have a good team. Patrick Queen's on there, but the next best linebacker on that team was Cole Holcomb. You remember what we thought of him? Yeah, like that's true. I mean, 49ers. Let's see, Bears got T.J. Edwards, Tremaine Edmonds, Jack Sauborn, Noah Sewell, Jets, Mosley, Quincy Williams. Maybe the Jets, but like I said, Quincy Williams is more of a. I don't know. There isn't. They're right. Fred Warner, Dre Greenlaw, Devondre Campbell.
Death, come on, man.
I say they might be the
best. I'm just saying, man. There we go. Marcus says he's optimistic about certain positions because we got coaches who are actually teachers, as opposed to here's my system, get in, and if you don't, get out. Get in where you fit in. Let's help you be successful. And Marcus is right.
Big deal, but
Phil's interested in the secondary. Philip Bullock, Yams wide receiver group. I want to know what weapons Jaden will have. Also see who will step at the end and safety. So outside of Terry and Jahan, you got Luke, you got Deami, you got Jamison Crowder.
Question.
Yes.
If Terry gets hurt, do we have the worst receiving?
No, that dude that dude AJ, stupidest tweet, man. It ain't a good tweet. It's not the worst in the league. It's not good, but it's not the worst in the league. Look at the Patriots.
No.
Panthers,
I'm saying if Terry gets hurt, are we the worst receiving core in the league?
No. Look at the Panthers receiving core. Look at the Steelers receiving core. They're terrible.
Panthers got Thielen, man. We ain't got a receiver better than him.
That's all they have, dude. The Panthers have nobody.
No. Thielen's not what he used to be.
And you know what's funny? How can you compare a team if you lose your number 1 wide receiver? How are you comparing them to another team who still has your number 1 wide receiver? I mean, see how asinine that comparison is? It's such a stupid comparison. If we lose our backup quarterback, which other teams do we have better quarterback? Like, it doesn't make sense. You're going to take away their number 1 wide receivers and make the judgment equal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not apples to apples. If you want to
make that an intellectually honest question, you would say, if you took away the number 1 receiver on every team, do we have the worst?
Now that's a fair statement.
We'd be in the bottom 5.
you know what? I'm not going to argue with you on that, Dev, because I think you're onto something, and it's probably true. Hold on. What did I miss about Michael Orr? I want to read his book.
Blind side.
Okay,
he
I
said
thought it was
those white folks was lying in that story, dog.
Oh, okay. He's just peddling his name.
Yeah.
Deluxe wants to see the last couple cornerback spots. So the cornerback room is actually pretty thick right now with people.
You got to get somebody.
Yeah, they got Chigozie Anuzium, rookie out of Colorado State, Castro Fields, Michael Davis, who's going to be a starter probably. You got Forbes, Christian Holmes, Noah Igbinoinehe, Q Blue Kelly, James Pierre, Mike Sammerstill, BSJ, Nick Whiteside, AJ Woods, and then you got Quan Martin just listed as defensive back. So
that's because they got him playing safety.
Kicker position, Ryan, who is Ramiz Ahmed. There's another guy they brought in too to battle for OTAs. Excuse me for.
They actually requested to speak to that guy from that kicked all those field goals.
I believe his name is something. His last name is Bates, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Deluxe says he's burning sage now. Thanks, Dev. You curse someone, Dev?
Dev cursed our wide receiver core, apparently.
Oh, Dev, there you go.
Oh, man. Oh, no. We're going to miss 70 fucking catches. Oh, my God. The world's going to end.
Stop. All right.
No. What do we do about wide receiver 2 stats being off the board?
1,000 yards out the window, Dev? Is that what you're saying?
No. Like,
hey, listen, here's some footage of old Jaden catching some here you go. This is some really good footage, by the way. I want you to focus in on his footwork and the ball placement.
And then John Stockton shorts.
Yes. Bam. They've been having little competitions in the quarterback room, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, is this the bucket one?
Yeah, and you know what, Marcus Mariota, like he's there, he's clapping it up. He's really serious. It doesn't seem like he's necessarily getting in with the younger guys, but maybe that's just the role he's trying to play. But he's always seemed like he's outside looking in of that quarterback room so far. Just an observation. But,
well, you gotta think he's the only one that's not a rookie.
True. And he's probably like, damn, he's rookies are fucking starting over me. But watch Jaden's footwork coming up on this.
Man. By the way, Mariota's huge. If what's name 6'4", how big is Mariota? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, footwork, man. Doesn't skip a beat. He calls two. Hit. He called two. Yellow. Bam. Look at that. Love it, man. Looks good. Big fan. Any other battle positions you guys are looking forward to? Me personally, I really want to see how of course, I hate to say this, but tight end out of tight end room. How the tight end room fleshes out. It's not real. I know Zach Ertz is tight end one. I got it. It's really, I want to see how Ben Sinnott works into the number 2 role, or will it be a John Bates? I have not heard or seen hide nor hair of John Bates this offseason. And think about, we were kind of like excited about John, not excited, but we're like, okay, he's a solid player, solid hands, good blocker. He's like a Logan Paulson was. But I've not heard that dude's name called one time this offseason, not once. So I really wonder how Ben Sinnott's gonna do. And then the running back room for me. How is that dynamic of having Austin Eckler and Brian Robinson going to affect the offense? Like, who's going to get more touches? Is it going to be B-Rob, or is it going to be Austin Eckler? One's more a dynamic guy. I think B-Rob can be dynamic, but he really wasn't afforded the opportunity. But when he was given the opportunity to catch the ball and run, he was fucking awesome. So I don't know. The running back battle, not a battle. It's going to be interesting to see how they distribute touches in the running back room. I don't know. What do you guys think about the running back room? How do you think that's going to work itself out? Like, given we only know Cliff Kingsbury's offense from Arizona, which was pass heavy, and he said he's not running that offense. So I don't know what to expect.
I think it'll be Robinson, and I think that the reserve role will go to what's his face we got, and he'll take Gibson snaps as well.
He'll be the change of pace guy.
I think he'll be the third down back, which, honestly, third down backs play in a lot of offenses more than a starter.
And when it's turbo, they play too. When it's up tempo,
look at the Lions, the way the Lions do it. I think it'll be similar to how they. Yeah, I feel like it'll be the way they use their running back.
Williams. Yeah. Yep. No, I'm with you. Yam says, sorry, let me see them in game situation. 7-on-7 is minimum. That goes for anyone. True. Marcus says, don't be surprised. Washington will sign a couple players from the UFL. Okay. Deluxe says, bottom of the wide receiver, DB, tight end room seem to be interesting every year. That's right. Phil says, right, Steve. The faster back with the hands wins. Okay. And Dev, a little comment from Terry. I don't know if I'm going to play unless you want to, but in one of his pressers, he said that he was focused on his footwork this offseason to help him become more efficient, getting in and out of breaks so he can get more yards after the catch. So that's what he's working on. If you've noticed, our guys have been terrible at yards after catch the last 4 or 5 years. Every receiver. I don't know if it's them or the system. Is it the system or is it them? I don't know. But we haven't had it. We haven't had it. Jahan had it his rookie year, if you remember. He was pretty good with the yak.
They tried to get him downfield more last year, it felt like.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Okay, I won't play that video, but you get the point. All right, let's go into another fun segment. It's called Would You Rather. So we have come up with a few questions, both could be football related, could be personal related, could be joking related. Not sure. We don't know what each other's going to say, but we're going to ask each other our questions about would you rather, and it's dealing with different aspects of the team. And then use your imagination, however you want to do it. So that's kind of how we're going with this. I don't know how it's going to go. New segment for us. So let me just. All right. Who wants to go first?
I got one.
Go, Phil. Related. Go.
Would you rather have another 4-13 season, but Jaden Daniels looks promising, or a trip to the NFC Championship game with Marcus Mariota?
So bad season. Jaden looks promising. Good season with Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota because Jaden gets hurt or something.
I know Dev and I are going to agree on the same thing. So Dev, why don't you answer that? Because my answer already aligns with yours. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd rather be terrible.
There you go. I'd rather be terrible with the prospect of having a good quarterback. I'm 100% with you.
I mean,
100% with Dev.
What if it's proof that this team? Jaden might still be good.
Then you would have wasted the number 2 overall pick for
not
what?
If he got hurt. Not if he just got hurt.
I'm gonna be mad if Mariota.
Okay, you didn't say that.
Okay, I said, let's say he gets hurt or something.
Okay, that's different. You know what? Still, if I have definitive proof on the table that Jaden is looking good like an NFL quarterback and he has an upward trajectory, I'll take a losing season all day because we're used to it.
You'll take that over a run pushing to the Super Bowl.
Look, man. I'll be okay with the losing season as long as I'm going to next season.
Because you know what? That's snake oil. It's a flash in the pan. It's not going to be sustainable. Not going to be repeatable.
Championship appearance is snake oil. A wild card at 7-9 is snake oil.
Yeah. Well, Phil, what would you prefer to your own question?
If Jaden just gets hurt, then doesn't mean that he still won't turn out to be great. So I always like a deep run because that tells me the rest of the team is ready.
See, I can't.
I'm taking 52 over 1.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to. The worst nightmare for Washington is the end of season wondering should you draft Shadur Sanders. like that's gonna be the worst.
Don't say that.
It's gotta be the worst. Though. You gotta know, bro.
If you go that deep in the playoffs, you don't have a shot at getting Shadur. So,
man, you have a chance. Motherfuckers will be asking, should you trade up for him? Then, like if they're asking, if you're at the end of the season, you're saying, should we go quarterback with your first overall pick, man? Then you probably fucked up, bro. Like that.
No, because like I said,
I don't think that'll happen. By the way,
because I think Marcus Mariota is
crap,
mid.
Crap. I don't think it's mid.
So that means that if we can go to the NFC Championship with him at quarterback, we are finally just a quarterback away.
Nah, man, I don't know. I mean, didn't Marcus Mariota make the AFC championships?
No.
Tennessee?
No.
They didn't make it? I thought they got there and lost.
No. They didn't get anywhere near a championship game.
Oh, well.
Marcus Mariota was like, at best, a 500 quarterback in Tennessee. Let me see. I even verify his record.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Marcus Mariota as a quarterback, right? His record: 3-9, 8-7, 9-6, 7-6, 2-4, and then 5-8 in Atlanta before he decided just to walk out.
But how far did he get with Tennessee? How far was the first he got with them? They won a playoff game with him, right?
They won a playoff game.
Yeah.
I'm saying we're going all the way to the.
That's actually a hard one. I ain't gonna lie to you because you really think about it. I'd rather win. I'll take a win with anyone, man. But I'm not. I'll be pretty mad if we pick the second overall pick quarterback and then we have to pick another quarterback next year. Yeah. I don't want to be in that situation, man.
Yam says the team's going to mirror the Lions. Marcus wants to win. Phil Bullock says the Wentz situation when he got there when they won the Super Bowl with Foles somehow mimic Houston. Yeah. All right. I got one for you. Would you rather have for your wedding party the wide receiver room or the offensive line room? If you were going to get married and you were going to have your best men, your groomsmen, would you want the offensive line or the wide receiver room?
I'm going to go with offensive line only because I know wide receivers be having bad motherfucking chicks and I don't need them nowhere there. My wife, where I'd be looking at, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go in offensive line because they tend to have fat wives.
No,
and I know they're gonna bring liquor and weed. You know what I'm saying? Fat linemen, fat people party way better than skinny people, bro.
Well,
you never go out to eat with a fat person and be like, I'm watching what I eat. I don't want to drink too much. I'll get fat.
They just have a good time.
Things. That's wide receiver act. You know what I'm saying? It's diva attitude.
Okay. Phil, who would you have when you rather have your wedding party? Offensive line?
Because I'm a former offensive lineman. I don't like Evan insinuating the fact that I only hang around fat bitches.
Yeah.
Now, granted, if you look through my dating history, there are some trends, but that's because I'm a big guy myself. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway,
slap. All right, got it. Marcus says O-line. Okay. Dev, give me a would you rather, man.
All right. Would you rather have I got a three-way one. I think we talked about in the chat. Would y'all rather have would y'all rather have a big year at a Dotson, Jamin Davis, or what's the other first round pick we got?
From what year?
Back to back. Forbes. Yeah, Forbes. Like, which one of those three would you rather have?
So bigger year from Dotson, Forbes, or Davis?
Right. Who do you think? First of all, who do y'all think is going to have it better?
Hold on. Dude. One question at a time.
All right.
Dotson.
Who do I want to have a bigger year? I want Emmanuel Forbes because he's the youngest and we'll still have him for potentially 3 if they pick up a 5th-year tender. I want Forbes to have a good year. I want him to have a good year. Who I think will have the best year? I think Phil is right. I think it's going to be John Dotson.
That's who I want to have the biggest year.
Why do y'all feel that way?
I want Dotson to have the biggest year because I want someone besides Terry stepping up and putting up that kind of production.
What, 70 catches?
Dotson, I would love 70 catches out of Dotson and 1,000 yards.
And
80 catches, actually. That's what Terry usually gets. Thank you. 80.
What's Terry going to do if he gets 80 catches?
Ryan said
if Terry and Jahan both get 80 catches, we got an offense that's rolling now, don't we?
Alexa about O-line's about teamwork and protection.
I've been known to knock down a few pogs in my lifetime, Ryan.
Deuce says Forbes. There's so many good wide receiver league. And that's what I'm saying. If Dotson has a bad year, he's probably gone anyways. We can find a replacement. There's a lot of good receivers out there that we could find, whether free agency draft, you can find a wide receiver. Forbes is the youngest. I really want Forbes to have the best year. That's just me personally. I don't know. Deluxe says Dotson having a bigger year is more important than year 3. Yeah. All right, Phil, give me another one. Oh, wait a minute. Let's answer this one from Ryan Elias. Would you rather RG3 never get hurt?
What kind of question is this?
Or Sean Taylor still
what
be
kind of question?
Okay, wait, stop.
What kind
Caveat. yes, you always want someone to be alive than not alive.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's going to win out every time.
Let's reframe this question.
I wish for RG3 because Sean Taylor jersey would be worth less.
Let's just pretend in this world that Sean Taylor had a life-ending injury, or excuse me, career-ending injury. Let's just say no. Let's just say he had a career-ending injury and he's not available. So, but you get what Ryan's trying to say. Would you rather see the success of Sean Taylor in the future, or do you think RG3 would have? Which player would have been more impactful had they never, had they still been available?
I'm gonna go with the guy who was all pro, probably defensive MVP of the year.
Sean Taylor.
I'm gonna go with that guy. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, it's not a hard one.
Yes, Ryan said he should have reframed the question. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, I was trying to get shot and killed in the household from his wife and kids.
When you put in the caveat,
yes, availability. Let's just say availability. Future career projection.
Yeah, man.
That's a tough one. That's a good question.
Because remember, we just simulated RG3's career.
Let me rephrase the question. So, whose career would you have rather seen play out without
the one that got killed?
So, honestly, Sean Taylor was on that Ronnie Lott trajectory, that Troy Polamalu trajectory. People would have been talking about Sean Taylor in the same group as those guys, in my opinion.
They do now.
He only played for what? How many years did he play?
Basically, the Biggie Smalls. Exactly. He's basically the Biggie Smalls of football.
He is.
Just did. Those don't know what would happen.
And you had more statistical proof that he was going to be an all-time great than we saw from Robert. So to me, it's Sean Taylor.
Shit, I don't know.
Phil Bullock says RG3.
2003 was fucking crazy, bro.
2012 was too.
Yeah, 2012. I meant 2012. Yeah, 2012 was fucking crazy, bro. That is very. If you look at it in a micro, then for sure, man. RG3, just a player, not counting the dad. Who would you rather see? Like, would you rather see a great RG3 or a great Sean Taylor? Is taking the death out of it and stuff. Man, that will be a hard one because it's hard as hell to replace a quarterback.
14-0. Seattle went to the Super that year. That's right. We were up 14-0 in that playoff.
With the ball.
They got down to what? Inside the red zone.
Yeah.
About to be more.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm with you. Deluxe said RG3 needs healed. It was more than me with him. Hey, all in for week one.
Oh, yeah.
All in for week one. All right, Phil, give me another would you rather, man. If you don't have one ready, I can go.
Yeah, if you got one ready, go ahead.
All right. Who would you rather sit at a bar and have a drink with at an airport? Josh Harris or Dan Snyder?
Dan Snyder 100%.
Because I was thinking about this when I'm like, okay, Josh Harris might have a little bit of social awkwardness to him, but Dan Snyder kind of does too. So this could be a good. This is like a win-win. Who would you rather have a drink at an airport bar with randomly? And this is assuming they're
going to be some butt nigga cheerleaders.
No. Like if you were just passing through, like
Josh Harris,
Hartfield or Dallas Love or just one of the normal hubs, and you're sitting at a bar, dude just comes sitting next to you, hey, how you doing? And are
they both shit faced? Can you get a conversation out of them? Because I feel like you're not going to
conversation, not shit faced drunk, just like you would any other normal person if you're just having a drink at a bar. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Where you from? What do you do for a living? Sort of thing. Who would you? You said there's an argument that Dan Snyder might be more interesting to talk to than Josh.
He's going to have on. He's going to have on like a suit with some motherfucking Timberlands on too. Like he got.
So I don't know, man. Who would you guys rather sit at a bar and
Josh Harris? We know the man likes. We know the man likes to have his drinks, have a good time. I think he'd be a lot more loose. Like
Gam says, Josh. Happy Thanksgiving.
Dan Snyder. Apparently, he's really engaging one-on-one, which might be pretty cool. But I have a feeling at the end he's going to try to sell me the organization at the wrong time to be there.
Yeah. Ryan says Snyder. I got questions. I feel like Dan is snitching on everyone.
Oh man, you learn so much stuff.
That's what I'm saying. It might be more fascinating to talk
if
to
you could
Dan.
ask Dan Snyder one thing, what would you ask him?
I probably would ask him, did you guys really let Scott McLuhan run the team, or were you guys still running the team? Because I feel like him and Bruce were still running the team, and Scott McLuhan was not our general manager. He was a general manager by name only. I'm just
I would just look at him and be like, why?
Yeah. We'll come back to this one, Marcus.
Why what? I'm like, everything.
Yeah. Phil Bullock says, Snyder, because you will have years of frustration to let go of. Yeah, I ain't trying to fight the dude in the bar, you know.
I know airport, man. You're going to go straight to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't need U.S. Marshals on my ass.
Right, yeah.
There's a dance.
Says, Josh Harris, Magic Johnson, Mitchell Rails, we can all have a party. Real quick, let's answer Marcus's question. Which coordinator will have the biggest impact? I mean, this is a who you rather, but we'll answer this question too. It's a tough one.
I'm going to go Cliff because Joe Witt has the head coach helping him out, man.
Yeah, the defensive-minded coach, defensive guy. You know, you got a lot of defensive veterans on that side too.
And he's got a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, he's also getting help. He's getting help at linebacker and everything, man. Like,
yeah, it's the veterans. It's the veterans. I'd say Cliff as well. So Ryan said, if you could reset a player's time frame, would you rather have Chris Cooley as tight end or Jordan Reed?
Ooh, Jordan Reed. I'm going Jordan Reed. I like Cooley more, but Jordan Reed was a better talent, bro. I'm going with Jordan Reed.
He's a better receiving talent.
He's a better talent, period. Receiving talent trumps blocking talent.
Not when you're as good at receiving as Cooley was. Cooley didn't drop shit, dude.
Yeah, Reed didn't either.
So Ryan's talking about if you could pick up a player's, like Cooley played like what, 8 years? If you could pick up those 8 years and shift them into like the now. I see what he's saying. Man.
Y'all, a lot of people sleep on how good Chris Cooley was because
he was a dog. That's a tough one. I don't know if I can answer that one. It's like my heart says Chris Cooley, but Jordan Reed was unstoppable. You could not. It was an instant mismatch
for 2 years
when he's healthy. Yes, instant mismatch. A linebacker couldn't cover him, and they tried to throw these nickel corners on him, and they couldn't cover him. But he could never stay healthy. So, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what you're getting in return.
Anyone else have a would you rather?
I do.
Go ahead.
Who would you rather party with? Prime John Riggins, Mr. 5 o'clock club, Mr. literally told a Supreme Court justice to loosen up Sandy Baby.
Cheers, Ryan.
All that.
I'm with you. Straight out of Manassas, Virginia.
Or Fred Smoot on the boat.
I'm going Smoot.
So Fred Smoot and who?
Fred Smoot on the boat and John Riggins.
I feel like Riggins will get me in trouble.
I don't know. Smoot would probably get you in trouble.
I feel like Riggins didn't give a shit.
Right. I feel like in today's
dangerous. Which is dangerous.
Yeah, this whole work world, man. Riggins will have a tough time, man. What's the name's a part? You would have to watch from a legal standpoint. Smoot though. Smoot, you can't have a yacht party with him.
I was saying you're gonna go hang out at a rowdy bar with Riggins, or you're gonna hang out on the boat with Smoot.
I'm going Smoot.
Oof.
Plus Smoot's some salad.
Who would I rather hang out with though?
I know he got some food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough because they're from two different generations. Their version of partying is completely different.
See,
one's probably more flashier.
I party with those types of people. That's why
I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like Riggo would be definitely down to earth, chill. You know what I mean? Like just like a.
I feel like there'd be some tiki torches at Riggo's.
Yeah, probably maybe. Lots of beers.
With Riggins, the 5 o'clock club will be there. True.
I don't know the 5 o'clock club reference. Someone
the 5 o'clock club. You don't know about the 5 o'clock club?
Is that people who drink at 5 o'clock after practice in the locker room?
Okay, yes. So they had this little equipment shed at Redskins Park.
Yeah.
Right? That they kept like the Gatorade coolers and the blocking dummies in.
Yeah.
And they would go there after practice, and you had to apply to become a member. They would go there after practice and just get drunk, and sometimes would wake up the next morning still in the shed.
Oh wow!
right? Doc Walker was a 5 o'clock club member. Russ Grimm was a 5 o'clock club member. Basically, big dudes who could drink shit tons, and it was all beer too. There was no.
You always pick up his
As Doc Walker said, there was no champagne in the 5 o'clock club.
Champagne. Marcus would say Fred Smoot on the boat.
Yep. Hoes on the boat.
Ryan said Smoot, Rigo would get white boy wasted, and that will lead to jail.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Rigo, man.
Smoot went to jail over the boat, didn't he?
Yeah. We'll come back to this one. Yeah, in 1 second. That'll be the next one. Deluxe says, my old coach has a wild story where Riggins and the 5 o'clock club carried him home after a night of drinking. That sounds wild, man. That's awesome. Okay, Yam has a good one for us. Would you rather have back now? Who would you rather have back now? They're coming to the team as a rookie. Santana Moss or Gary Clark?
Gary.
God damn, that's close because those are like the same dude.
And Gary with same career stats as Michael Irvin, bro.
The only reason I would defer to Gary is because Santana Moss played his rookie years on the Jets, and he played well. But
Gary Clark.
I feel like Gary had a better
in the USFL.
I'm assuming he's talking about rookie years in the NFL.
NFL, yeah. Then
I would say Gary Clark.
Yeah, Gary Clark.
I mean, the dude just he could just take the top off the offense. I mean, it was amazing.
And plus,
Bill Bullock knows.
Gary's career and Michael Irvin's career is basically identical. If you bring up those numbers, it's always been
I'm gonna pull them up.
They are almost
Gary Clark's numbers comparable to so many Hall of Famers.
And you have to consider Gary Clark was a 2.
Gary Clark's rookie season: 72 catches, 929 yards, 5 touchdowns.
Yeah. But I'm saying look up his career numbers and Michael Irvin's career numbers. They're basically.
Oh no, it's coming. Hold on, I'm gonna show you right now.
They're basically the same dude. And like I said, Gary Clark was a number 2 receiver after Monk. Man, Monk was number 1. So just imagine.
Yeah. Imagine.
nobody compares him to Alvin fucking Harper.
Here's one. Compare Gary Clark with John Stallworth of the Steelers and realize that Stallworth's in the Hall of Fame and Gary Clark
is Stallworth in the Hall of Fame?
Yes, he is.
Huh.
It's Steeler cock gobbling that
he deserved to go. Yeah. The guy that don't deserve to go is the other guy that's in there.
Lynn Swan?
Yeah, he don't deserve to be in there. That's crazy news. That's crazy talk, man. He wasn't even best receiver on that team ever in any year.
Oops. There you go.
No. I said Gary Clark and Michael Irvin. I know Santana Moss.
Santana Moss also had 30 more games.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm just showing you their careers.
Yeah, I was saying Michael Irvin.
Look at the fact that in 30 less games, Clark had
one less receiving touchdown.
One less receiving touchdown. He has 600 more receiving yards.
They played different. They played the position a little bit different. I feel like Moss was a yak monster and Gary Clark.
No, Clark was a yak monster too.
Man, I wonder if I could look up.
He was shifty. Ricky Sanders.
Pro Bowls.
Ricky Sanders was pure speed.
Look at that. 3 All-Pros for Gary Clark as a number 2, dog. Number 2.
Bring up Mike's and Gary's. They the same.
What?
Bring up Michael Irvin and Gary's. They're the same numbers, man. I've done this before. You would never think it. You would never think it, man. That's my number one thing.
Well, that's the whole reason why people are saying that
they were the same guy, man.
That he should be in the Hall of Fame. Gary Clark should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, for sure. Like if you were just going by numbers and accomplishments, now you got the same fucking accomplishments, man.
There it is. Michael Irvin and Gary Clark head to head.
They played about the same amount of years too.
It's those 5 throws. No, they both got 3 championships.
Yeah, Gary got 2.
But look how
3 championships. That's very comparable.
Yeah, 100% comparable, all the way down, basically.
Same amount of touchdowns.
Same amount of years almost. Same amount of yards almost. Like it's like it's almost up there, man.
Yeah.
And like I said again, you also got to think Gary Clark was a number 2 receiver. He wasn't number 1. Monk was number 1.
Number 2. Number 2.
And he still had Ricky Sanders on the team too.
Number 2. Of course, Ryan coming out of left field.
There were times you gotta think the posse there never was. I mean, there never was a number 1. Everybody had a role. But there was years that Ricky Sanders was leading the team in receiving, and years that Gary Clark was leading the team in receiving, years that Art Monk was leading the team in receiving. I mean, you had a year to all three of them. The first trio to ever go over 1,000 yards each.
Wow.
Was the Posse.
Yeah.
In 1989.
First
all three of them went over 1,000 yards receiving.
Yeah, I did 91 too. 91's the best football team.
This
ever.
is kind of out of left field, but Yem says, if you know NASCAR, I helped Dr. Jerry Punch carry Ricky Rudd out of the tunnel that runs under Richmond International Raceway after racing his car with the fluid, almost passing out trying to leave. So Ricky Rudd used to drive the number 10 Tide car back in the day, man. That's what I remember from Ricky Rudd. I don't know if that's the same car you're talking about, but that's what I remember Ricky Rudd driving. I was a Richmond guy.
Phil Bullock and I are going to argue here. Yes, he says this. Stop, Phil. That was Monk's team. It was. He was the leader.
What year, though?
But statistically speaking, if you look year by year, it changed. It alternated. Who was the top guy? Statistically speaking. But what I'm saying, I mean, Monk was the leader.
You talking Super Bowl year?
91.
91, Monk had most catches, but Clark had the most yards.
And Monk was an old man, dude.
All right, I'm gonna pull up 91 right now. Let's just see.
And Clark had more touchdowns too. Look at Gary Clark's stat line in 91 is insane.
Insane, bro. That's what I'm saying.
He went for almost 19 yards a catch on 70 catches.
They had
don't question Phil. Do not question Phil when it comes.
Not on that 91 team. I know that team.
They always talk about John Taylor with the 49ers being slept on because he was number 2 behind Jerry.
There you go.
Gary Clark is the best number 2 receiver in history.
70 receptions for 19.1 yards a catch. It's almost 20 yards a catch.
Yeah.
That's insane. And it's the 91. They still had bump and run.
300 more yards
and 10 touchdowns to go with it.
Monk was a possession receiver.
82 long. Can we pull up that 82-yard long touchdown?
Oh, I got it.
I'm sure we could.
I got it. Give me 1 minute. I know exactly what it was. It was against the Falcons.
It was getting 83 a game.
Go ahead,
just rough, man.
Pull it up at your leisure.
That's I'm just telling y'all. This guy probably got paid $1 million a year, man. Terry getting paid 24 and can't get that. Can't get 1,340 yards and 10 touchdowns. Gary Clark got that shit. He's probably 35 then or some dumbass shit. I'm just joking about that.
Yeah, Deluxe is right. Defenses were more scared of Clark. Yam says, take away the cocaine juice boost and how would Irvin would have been. Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Right. Take away Theismann breaking his legs and all kinds of other debauchery of bullshit happening in Washington. And how many yards you think Gary Clark and Monk would have had?
That's true. Ernie Irvin used to drive the number 4 Kodak car. You ever Kodak film, yellow Kodak car. Ernie Irvin drove that car too, yeah.
I still got some film I need developed. I don't even know who does it.
Marcus says, which fan base do you enjoy their misery when their team loses? Dallas, Philly, or Eagles? To me, it's Philly, man. Philly sucks.
Dallas.
Except for Terrence.
I love Dallas losing.
Dallas loses always fun because every year is their
Dallas, UK, or Boston.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that
it's
hard for me to find this touchdown because there's so many in this game. We scored 56 points on these guys. That's actually the game that Rippon set the team record for the most passing yards in the game. I will find this touchdown. Damn it! I found it.
Was it the one where he had 240 yards receiving?
No. Hold on. Let me share the screen real quick. Damn it.
Shit, Ernest Byner put in 1,048 too.
That's crazy, right?
And if you look at it, he was splitting those carries.
And Ricky Irvins was the home run hitter that year. And then Gerald Riggs, Gerald was 87. Never mind.
Gerald Riggs, all he did was score touchdowns.
That's all he did. They brought him in at the 1 and bam.
Hold on, right here. Share screen. We're gonna go back, and actually, this is one of the things I plan on doing.
All right, make that maximum. There we go.
Hold on.
Hit play. This is the 82-yarder.
Yes.
That sucks, man.
We're not talking about a lot of things, but I think the Redskins are concentrating right now on home field advantage, and that's their nearest pursuer. Even at 9-0, they're only one game ahead of the Saints. 2nd and 8.
This may not be it.
Clark to the near side.
No, sorry. Next play.
And Ernest
Counter Trey.
His way up.
Yeah,
never mind.
Counter Trey.
Never mind. I saw they were at the 18. I was like, that's it. So never mind.
Nope. Phil let us down.
I saw the rest 18. I thought that was it.
Come on, Phil.
Fatality.
Come on, Phil.
Boo.
There's like a million touchdowns in this game.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Boo. Boo this man. Boo.
Bring out the same man.
Hold on. Did I get it?
I found Gary Clark's 10 longest NFL touchdowns. He had an 82-yarder in 1989.
Is this it?
With 42 seconds left.
That's not 89 yards, 80-something for yards. It's not 70-something yards.
By the way, look at all the motion.
That's definitely a man over.
That's Joe Gibbs. That's the Joe Gibbs offense.
Okay. I found that if you don't have it for life, I have it pulled up too.
Never mind.
Fucking 20 yards, man.
Wide open. I'm sure you got it because you just got touchdown catches. I was looking through a whole 3-hour game.
That's right. Here we go. Let's present this. Gary Clark, 10 longest touchdown.
I was literally looking through an entire game.
Yeah. I mean, I actually just searched. You cued me in on the actual search, and here we go.
28-3.
Here we go.
Washington at the half.
These are Gary Clark's 10 longest
in the second quarter. The Skins have put away just about everybody they played by the half time, but when the posse's hot and Rippon's hot, it doesn't matter. There.
Oh, you're right there.
Up top.
You noticed that the two of his longest touchdowns were in the same game.
That's it right there.
42-17 Skins.
1991. That's the one.
Remember when they used to wear full long sleeve cotton shirts under their pads? That was then.
Just 4.
He had an 84-yarder coming up.
Yeah.
91 though, yeah.
This is 86.
This is
Their longest scoring play since the strike.
Back goes Schrader.
Yep, Jay Schrader.
Look at that arm.
Throws it deep. Got Clark wide open at the 10.
That looked like
Washington Redskins.
what's the name's one good pass to McLaurin last year.
Sam Howell?
Yeah. No, it looked like who was that? The three crazy pass. The one time he got in, ended up playing coming from the Browns. Remember he came in and like the first time we seen him catch a ball in stride. What's the name came in from the Browns and played?
Jacoby Brissett.
No, the white dude, man.
Quarterback?
Yeah, he was tough. He was good with it. Not the Browns, but Minnesota. He ended up going to the Browns.
I don't know who you're talking about. For us?
Oh, Case Keenum.
Remember he threw that bomb to Terry McLaurin? It was like, oh my God, what it was like.
In that game.
Yeah. Nothing else after that.
Do you guys have any other would you rathers? I had one about squaring up against Terry or Jahan, but I don't think that's who would you rather square up against Terry?
Payne or Allen between them.
I don't know.
We've seen him fight.
Pain.
I don't know.
Oh no, it's a tough one. Pain.
All right. I got one thing to talk about merch sales real quick. So they published a list recently about the actually just 2 days ago of the top 50 NFL players that have the most retail sales. So they're talking about jerseys, t-shirt jerseys, anything related to a singular player. And I just want you to know, I want you to guess, are there any, this is from March 1st, 2023 to February 29th, 2024. Who do you think, if any, do you think any Commanders are on this list, top 50? If so, who are they? Just take a guess, and then I'll share it.
Top 50 players in the NFL?
For merchandise sales. Products and merchandise.
Any Commanders?
Do you think there's any Commanders in the top 50?
No.
Are they counting Jayden Daniels?
Now, this is February or March 1st, 2023 to February 29th, 2024. So no rookies.
Yeah. So we're counting last year's players.
Yeah. Do you think there's anyone who made the list within the top 50?
Yeah. Chase Young, for sure.
All right.
Yeah. I think Chase Young would make the list, man.
You think so?
Yeah. Every Redskins person I know had a Chase Young jersey, man.
It's funny. My kid was just wearing a Chase Young jersey the other day.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them.
All right. I'm just going to go down the list. Here you go. Hurts. We'll go this way.
Jalen Hurts is the number one.
Number one merchandised
I saw that actually.
is Jalen Hurts, dude. WTF. Kelsey. Both of Kelsey's are top 5.
Jackson's like 11 or some shit.
McCaffrey, Rodgers, Burrow at 7, Purdy at 8, Parsons, Jefferson, Allen, Love, Lamb, Hill, Tua, Kittle, Devontae, Aiden Hutchinson, Lamar at 19, Dak at 20, AJ Brown, Watt, Nick Bosa, DK, CJ, Debo, Trevor Lawrence, Herbert, Jamar Chase, Max Crosby, Justin Fields, Devontae Adams, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Kenny Pickett at 34, dude.
Oh, he wasn't with us at the time, was he?
Who? No. Bobby Wagner was not with us, but he's number 35. That's another that's what I wanted to point out. So we kind of get a half point for him, I guess. If you want to give us credit for that, maybe. Sauce Gardner, Jalen Waddle, Henry, Cooper Kupp, Fred Warner, Pacheco, Russell Wilson, Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, dude didn't play
Isaiah Pacheco. Hey,
I know, man. Terry McLaurin, number 46, right behind Stephon Diggs at 45. So he made it. But Mac Jones made 50. So
but quarterbacks in the pick in the first round are always going to be on the list.
I know, but still, man. It's funny.
I don't know. Although it was like last year, wasn't his rookie year. I can understand a rookie, but yeah, that is weird. Like who liked him last year?
I know. Have you seen the video of Mac Jones kind of dancing after doing drills? Have you seen it? I want to find it. It's really funny actually. He kind of does like he kind of does the Dougie after. You want to watch it?
Sure. What's he at now?
He is in Jacksonville. He's backing up Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, who just got $200 million guaranteed today.
Terrible.
$275 million, $200 million guaranteed. Trevor Lawrence just signed right before we started this podcast, for the record.
There's no way that he's going to be worth their money.
All right, watch Mac Jones dance at the end of this play. Watch. There's no audio. Watch this. You see that little Chevy?
He dance like somebody named Mac.
I mean, he came right
about dance like Baker, man. Dancing like Baker.
Baker probably can dance better than this dude, man.
Yeah, Baker can dance, man. I thought that was pretty funny. Either way. But yeah, man, Terry made the top 50 list of jerseys.
Who would you rather hang out with? Here's one. Who would you rather? In their prime partying. Joe Namath, Johnny Manziel.
Give me Johnny Manziel, man.
Namath pulled the better broads.
I feel like Namath was a arrogant asshole. Give me Johnny. I feel like I relate to Johnny Manziel.
I think, yeah.
Oh, I don't know, man. It would be hard though. I feel like the era that Namath was partying in might have been more fun.
Yeah.
Not for black people, but for everybody else. Maybe me and Steve would have a problem partying with Namath in Namath's era.
He did nothing with me resonates with Joe Namath. It's cool.
Fur cut on a
Hollywood Joe. They call him Hollywood Joe.
See, I've heard a lot of stories about Joe Namath. Like apparently, if you were
smoking cigarettes on the sideline, Joe Namath, that's what he did. Getting drunk, getting shit faced all night. Showing up to a game.
You know the whole thing about him guaranteed to win the Super Bowl, he was shit-faced drunk?
Yeah, I get it.
I like that.
I do, but I just don't feel like I relate to Joe Namath. I'd rather hang out with Baker, dance, freaking,
I said New York back when that meant something.
That's right, Ryan. Trevor going to go off. He's up on an upward trajectory, man. Doing for 4K every year.
Deluxe got it. Namath was a legit celebrity back then.
He was.
Namath was a legit celebrity. So was Johnny Manziel, though.
Johnny Manziel wasn't a celebrity.
Johnny Manziel was Caitlin Clark in college, bro.
So?
I'm talking about when he got to the NFL that first year, man.
Being a celebrity in 2024 is way different than being one in 1968, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Back then, it meant more. Back then, when you were big, you were untouchable big.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to.
You can go to jail for doing shit that you go to jail for now. You know what I'm saying?
They let you go on shit.
Yeah. It's a hard one.
Namath was like think of a huge celebrity.
Tell me who danced for a white quarterback better than Baker, man.
Oh, easily.
We need the bar.
Baker was on it, man. Baker was on it. I like Baker in college, man. But yeah, I just don't think I would have liked Joe Namath. Just seemed like my type, man. I don't know.
You see, I think Joe Namath drank the best liquor. He had the finest women.
He definitely got a little Ric Flair. You definitely got a little Ric Flair.
There you go. Ric Flair.
Marcus said Deion Sanders used to have women in the hot tub.
Yeah, but Deion Sanders didn't smoke or drink. I can't hang with him, bro. That's my favorite player of all time.
Was he a straight edge? He just was into that.
Smoke, nothing, man. Yeah, never. Yeah.
He was very cautious.
I said Johnny getting you into Dan Brazilian's house.
You know who else doesn't drink and smoke? 50 Cent. But nobody, he's the same way. He don't drink and smoke.
All right. Yam's getting out of here. Yam, see you, buddy. Thank you for tuning in. Congratulations, brother. We appreciate you. That's a good transition to our "What's Good in Your Life" as we close this one out. Yam got the job. He is going to be
the way,
bro.
I got
for sure. Love you, bro. Enjoy.
Or Steve, your mic went out.
Yeah, the music drowns me sometimes, but yeah, we appreciate you, man. Thank you much. We love you, and congratulations on getting that job, bro. I'm sure the kids in the Stafford school system will be blessed to have you as their Sherpa up the mountain of education.
Education.
If you get the Zach and Miri reference,
yeah.
I will be your Sherpa on the mountain of Venus.
My bar, one of the smallest roles that are.
Yo, that's one of the best scenes in movie history. That like 2 minutes is the best film
when you go in the closet, like in the cause of Venus. That's what you do. You get out, Randy.
Brandon St. Randy.
Am I being wrong here? Are you in gay porn?
Guilty gets charged.
Once you're getting a grip, do you like pussy?
Oh, they argue like normal people.
Yeah. So do you like pussy? Well, yes, I do. Not you.
You're not my type. You're not my type.
That is hilarious, man.
Yeah, what a good see, Yam knew it. Mountain of Gayness. I'm out. Yeah, Yam knew it. I know Yam. What a good movie, dude. Zach and Miri, man. Great movie. Yes, we always like to end our show. What's good in your life? We got Yam with the recent hire. You got anything that's good, fellas? Please share it with you. For those still in the chat, please like and subscribe. There's about 65 people in here watching this across all the platforms. So yeah, tell us if you got anything good. Oh, hold up. Phil asked this question. Phil Willock asked this question. Do you think Doug Williams was nice or good? For me, he was good for one game. This is an argument. He was a decent quarterback. He was great for a Super Bowl, but I don't think he was.
Same number Tebow had, bro.
Yeah, I don't. People make the argument. Oh, he was great. He wasn't a.
Yeah, he had a legendary.
He had a run. He had a run.
Playoffs. The NFC's championship game, and then the NFC championship game, and then the Super Bowl. Like those are the games. After that, I mean, yeah. But he had the best Super Bowl of all time.
I remember he led us to a comeback win in '88 against the Eagles, coming in for an injured Mark Rippon. That was after he lost the job to Mark Rippon. He came back and led us to a win. Like, he had moments, but he wasn't consistent. And I think that was his biggest downfall, especially because later in his career. Earlier in his career with the Buccaneers, you could make you could say he was maybe a mid-tier starter, because he took them to the playoffs twice. And this was a team that was an expansion franchise just a couple years before.
Tebow took Broncos to the Super Bowl, man. He wasn't a good player either. They're the same guy.
No, he was a great backup.
He did have that one great pass to what's the home guy who passed away? He did it against the Steelers and took him.
I had his name too in my head. He hadn't said nothing, man.
You know what I'm talking about. It was their number one receiver.
But hey, he had the greatest Super Bowl of all time, bro. Put that on anything. He had the greatest
Super Bowl performance in the history of football.
It's the greatest Super Bowl performance. He didn't even barely play in the fourth quarter. It was already over.
Yeah.
No, but if you look at that second quarter, 9 of 11, over 200 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Beat the Broncos 42-10, 1987 season. Man. It was fantastic.
He ain't had to pay for a meal in cents.
Phil says he was trash. Got hot in the Super Bowl.
He was.
Better at the Bucs.
I mean, he was mid.
Deluxe said, "Do you know Gibbs was the reason Tampa drafted him?"
Yes.
Gibbs
reached out to him to back up Jay Schrader.
Yo, his rookie year, his completion percentage. First off, his completion percentage, his whole career was terrible. 49%.
Yeah, I told you he was Tebow, man. He was exactly the same guy.
Damn.
We've had this discussion before years ago. We had them pull both their numbers up. They're the same guy, man. Like Black Tebow.
Oh, hold on. I missed Ryan. Ryan said, my wife received a promotion as a manager last month. Her company downsized after she got a pay raise. She took a lesser position, but she's making more money than as a manager. What the fuck? Go. Congratulations, man. That's good, though. That's good. That's good. Hey, if that's what's worked, man, shout out. That's awesome.
I wish I could get another position.
Yeah. Also, his rec baseball team is 2-0. Go A's. But I'm front loading our team with hitters and hoping we get runs. And the other team plays catch up. Fuck them other kids. Coach Ryan. So you got to get up early, and then hopefully they don't make a comeback. So good stuff. You guys got anything for life at this point? My son, we just started swim team. My son is 9. He's so good at swimming that they bumped him up to the 11 and 12-year-olds as a 9-year-old. So just found out today. So we'll see. Swim team. Yeah, that he's doing a 50-meter freestyle this weekend, actually, for the first time. He's never done swimming in his life. He's been taking lessons. So, yeah, shout out to SJ, my little boy. He's going to be swimming with 11 and 12-year-olds as a 9-year-old. So it should be fun. I'm excited. I am excited. Ben Harlow. Better late than never, bro. We appreciate you tuning into us, man. Hope we catch you. Brian says, "Oh shit, Phil, you coming to Fredericksburg Comic-Con? I'll come by to meet you if so."
You should have your son.
I will not be there.
Phil doesn't miss a con. What's going on?
That's not when we work. That's not when we work.
Ah. Okay.
Hey, Steve, you should have your son go to Comic-Con dressed as the Deep on the Boys since he likes swimming. You watch the Boys?
No, it's in the queue.
Well, the Deep gets a blowjob from an octopus.
Okay. Yeah.
That's 8 arms wrapping around both cheeks, man.
That's true. I'm almost done rewatching House of the Dragon in preparation for this weekend.
Sunday.
I am excited. I just finished season 5. I got 3 more to go to catch back.
Watching the Acolyte?
Not yet.
Not good. It's not good. I gotta watch it. It's not horrible. It's not horrible.
If the guy from Squid Games is a Jedi, man, I'm already intrigued.
Basically, it's just a whole cult full of lesbian witches.
Yeah.
And people with growing up a girl, and then 2 girls that are twins, and one of them's bad, one of them's good. It's basically Ben Solo and what's her face going at it.
Yeah.
It's weird. They basically changed Anakin Skywalker's whole story because he was the only immaculate conception. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now they got a bunch of them, so it's just I don't know, man, where to get with this. But I'm gonna hang on.
All right. Phil says, Ryan, Phil to you says, bro, I don't go to Comic-Cons, but bring your ass, man. You know who else might go to that Comic-Con? I bet you Yam might go to that Comic-Con. That's right in his hood too, in Fredericksburg. He lives down that way. So
you got a lot of Comic-Cons up there, man. Just realize this.
Yeah.
There's one every
I will be out of town.
I
will be out of town when that happens.
Yes.
Where are you going?
More dragons. Yes.
I am going to Williamsburg and Virginia Beach.
Heading 64. 64.
When are you doing that?
64 corridor.
End of the month.
I'm going to Las Vegas.
Wah, 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 wah,
I know you're getting married.
Yes. Yes, Phil. I'll add that one, Mr. Bullock.
So I won't be here that week.
Ben Harlow. Yes, we've heard of it. Knowing where he's going, why are you asking?
There's a LeBron Comic-Con?
No.
There's a LeBron convention?
Bronies.
Oh, for the My Little Pony dudes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I've watched that documentary on Bronies. You seen that shit?
I watched the ones on furries.
The gayest thing ever. But it looked fun. I would go. I would totally go to a My Little Pony convention, bro.
What?
That was fun as hell. I don't know one little My Little Pony from the other, man, but I would go. It seemed like fun. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know how to take that. My Little Pony.
They got a My Little Pony convention. That's a whole documentary. I think look it up on Prime. It's called Bronies.
Really? That's a thing.
Yeah, dead ass, man. They got it. They get together like once a year, man, and it's like a big one. Like thousands of dudes, man, with My Little Pony stuff, man. Just hang out and sing the fucking songs and shit, man, and have concerts. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, called Bronies, man. That's a real game.
I did not know that. Straight up. I did not know that. Hey, this is for Philip Bullock. So we got it. It's real. Okay, it's real.
Oh, yeah. I've seen the documentary on that
Phil
shit.
Bullock said, Phil, give me a movie to watch.
Ooh, I got one.
A movie. A singular movie.
A movie.
I watched that movie about them sharks under France yesterday. I would see Bad Boys for Life. That's
like,
good.
you talking about like Netflix streaming service or like theater movies? Because
yeah, I mean, Phil, I don't know what your flavor is. Ben Harlow says Debbie does Dallas.
They got Schindler's Fist on Pornhub right now. That's Eating Gilbert's Taint. You can watch that one or
anything. All right, Phil.
Sperm and Egg.
Go watch the 1997 classic Chasing Amy. It is Kevin Smith's best movie.
Go watch The Devil's Rejects. It's a very sick and dark movie.
What y'all talking about old ass movies, man?
I'm just picking a random movie, man. I don't know. Random movie.
Watch Righteous Gemstones if you have HBO Max. That's funny. If you like funny stuff.
Ryan says, I asked last week if y'all decided to go to Fan Appreciation Day. When is Fan Appreciation Day? I don't know.
Training Camp Day, right?
No. Oh. They do have Fan Appreciation at Training Camp.
2024. Saturday, August 3rd.
I will be out of town.
And August 7th.
Yeah,
I would prefer to go during the week. The Fan Appreciation... Oh, never mind. That was last year. My bad. Well, I guess I might be going August 3rd then. They're also talking about things are... Or wait a minute. No. I don't know. Ryan, when is Fan Appreciation Day? I don't know. Let us know, man. I really don't know. I really have no idea. I'm not a season ticket holder, so I don't get like these updates like I used to. Deluxe says life is always good. All my good changes, news are pending. Fingers crossed. Well, keep us posted, man. Keep us posted.
By the way, talking about movies, I revisited Wedding Crashers last weekend.
Good flick. Sack. Eat crab cakes and football. That's what we do.
By the way, what's the name's the same guy in every movie too? That guy that plays in
Bradley Cooper.
No,
except
that's not Bradley Cooper, by the way.
Oh, Owen Wilson or
Owen Wilson and what's his face?
Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn is the same in every movie.
Every movie.
He is another writer.
I've seen Vince Vaughn in other movies, but you gotta look at some of the more indie stuff he's done.
Yeah, but he's the same guy though.
No. He's played different characters in other movies, but in the movies that he's made his bread and butter. Yeah, he plays the average slacker dude who looks like he doesn't get enough sleep.
Yeah.
But I like Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn's actually
I like him too. Dodgeball.
I like Keanu Reeves, but he's the same guy in every movie except for Bill and Ted.
Here's the thing: you never
John
hear
Wick.
about Vince Vaughn.
He was in John Wick.
Leo and John Wick. It's the same guy.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I'm comparing that to like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
That's the only thing he's not the same in. Bill and Ted.
Parenthood. Seen Parenthood?
Hot take.
What?
I'm not a big John Wick fan.
Sister was whooping John Wick's ass, bro.
It's good to watch. It's good to go through all four movies once. It's not like what I mean. It's not a good rewatch.
Were you a Matrix fan?
I love the Matrix.
I wasn't.
The first one.
I watched them. But
yeah.
The first one was great. Everything after that was.
Again, Sister was
you
whooping
get
John Wick's ass.
Keanu Reeves is Jesus.
Ryan said, watch Terrifier if you hate clowns. It's gruesome.
What's that movie?
Hall Junkies is another good one.
Always Be My Maybe. You ever seen that movie?
No.
Oh, you would love it, Steve. Phil. Steve, I'm tripping. You would love it, bro.
Yeah.
You would love it. Like it's basically Randall Park and the girl that does the comedy show Baby Cobra. They're best friends, but they're actually in love, and she ends up dating Keanu Reeves, man, and he like tags along the date and they don't get along. And he's playing Keanu Reeves. He's like playing himself.
If you want to watch damn, Dev just disappeared. If you want to see a pretty dark movie, like it's just a weird dark, The Rules of Attraction. That one is one that if you got really, it's funny because it's dark. I know it disturbs people because it's like just weird dark. I laugh my ass off at a lot of stuff in there that a lot of people look at and they're like, "Oh my god, you think this is funny?" I'm like, "Yes, I do."
Yes, I do.
You didn't like The Office.
I laugh at the weirdest stuff, I watch stuff like Brody TV, which is just like the weirdest. It's so schizo Gen Z shit, but it's hilarious. Yeah. I laugh at the weirdest things, man. I have a very twisted sense of humor.
If
I ever get the time to do a Phil stream, which I'm trying to do next week, I will actually watch some stuff with you guys. Like it's just going to be a hang. You come in here, I'm going to pull up content that I like. We may watch a game, and I'll just provide commentary as we go. Little tidbits of history or whatever. I may do it from Retro Skins because that way you're only doing like a 30-minute highlight reel of plays instead of a whole 3-hour game, because I'm going to be sitting here for 6 hours because I'm going to stop at every play.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of stuff I'm going to do. Like this is, and please open up your wallet to do some donations, because I'm only pulling up so much copyrighted content that this is going to get demonetized in about 30 seconds.
Oh yeah.
So you come watch my live streams that I'm going to be doing on here. I'm already right now I'm stockpiling content. I am getting links and everything else and stuff, and trying to just lightly plan out a few things. But yeah, it's gonna be just random stuff. It's gonna be some of it's gonna be football related, some of it's not gonna be not. And Ryan Elias, The Boondock Saints is one of my favorite movies.
Boondock Saints is great. And shepherds we will be. Fear thee, my Lord, fear thee. Yes, very great. Phil, there's a movie I want to see on Netflix. It's called The Hitman. I think it's going to be a fantastic movie. It's got the guy from Top Gun Maverick, Hangman. He's also in if you've seen Hidden Figures, he was John Glenn. Whatever that guy's name is, fantastic actor. Was Hitman good, Dev? I feel like it was going to be a good movie. Think of the name.
Hitman, it's funny. It's funny, man. Like there's it's basically about, just give you a synopsis. It's about a dude who's not a hitman, but he's one. You know how they always bust people getting hitman to kill their wife.
He pretends to be a hitman for setup cases for the cops use him as a bait guy.
Right, but he falls in love with one of them.
Yeah, they use him to get people to pretend to hire him to kill people.
Yeah, but he's all uptight. He's all uptight and want him. It's kind of like Wanted. It's got that feel. You ever watch Wanted where they're like, this guy's a nerd geek and shit like that. And all of a sudden he snaps out of it. He's a fucking murderer.
Ryan said Professional is another great movie. Leon.
Great movie.
Yeah. Boondock Saints is great. I love Boondock Saints. The second one, third one, second one wasn't bad.
The second one, I mean, look, Julie Benz was great in that movie. I actually got to meet her at one of these cons, and I told her, I was like, I know a lot of people kind of shit on that movie. I was like, but you were great in it. She was hilarious. Yeah, in that movie. I still steal that line, about.
She was really good in Dexter too.
Since we've broken the fuck barrier, let me tell you something right now.
Yeah,
I am so fucking smart that I make smart people feel like they are retarded.
Good Will Hunting was a great movie. Grandma's Boy, great movie. Grandma's Boy, great movie. Linda Cardellini, she's very good in that movie. And whoever that guy is in the Sandler clique, whoever the star of that show was, Sandler had that troupe that they're in every single movie together. I don't know their names, but they're all in Sandler's movies. The star of that show, Grandma's Boy.
His daughter has a movie like You're Not Invited to My Bar Mitzvah. That's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, cool.
Like your kids will like it.
You know, it's funny. I said I was trying to go for an hour today. Look at us, hour and 40 fucking.
I told you. He's like, we respect everybody's time.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Well, listen, we're going to shut this down now for sure. And then we want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out with us. We try to be respectful of everyone's time, but you guys just keep this thing going, man. And it's fun. Please hit that like button if you're on YouTube. We greatly appreciate it. Share this with everyone. Share this with your friends. Anyone who's a fan, please share it. Share it as we can expand our audience. And yes, we appreciate everyone participating in the live chat, man. You guys just keep this going. We were like, oh, we don't have enough content to talk for an hour. And then you guys come along, and then here we are an hour, 46 minutes later. So props to you guys. Shout out to y'all for keeping this going, because without you guys, man, we would just be talking to the wall here. So we love each and every one of y'all. Hey, we'll be back definitely next Thursday. We'll see about Monday. Maybe probably do some all sports Monday if we can find enough stuff to talk about. I think we got a bunch of content lined up that we can pitch out for Monday. So Monday,
if not, I'll just do a Phil stream.
Yeah, Monday might be an all sports day, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, guys, we appreciate each and every one of you. We love you guys. O's game was great, Deluxe. We left in the 7.5 inning, just trying to beat traffic, trying to get south, man. Because
Boston's going to win the championship. By the way, it's 91.
Boston will win the championship. That's guaranteed. Even without Porzingis, they're going to win for sure.
It's 90-40, 91-70.
100%. They will win that game. So
it's over.
Who was it? Oh, Ryan said dead ass Dallas was going to win the next 2 games.
He did. He
did say that. Ryan lies. Show yourself.
He said something about it earlier. He told me I should have placed that bet.
You should have placed that bet. You were talking about sending a personalized bet. Y'all should have did it.
Yeah.
Y'all should have did it. Yeah, bought every guys from the Happy Madison crew. That's right. And Happy Madison troop is good. The Broken Lizard troop is good. So there's a lot of good comedy troops out there. The guys who do the Reno 911, I don't know what their troop is called, but a lot of good comedy troops out there making good movies. All right, we're going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much. Love each and every one of you. Please share this, like this, pass this on. Yes, we love you guys. And as always, peace. Inhale. We'll catch you guys on the flip. We out.